Let's work out full body. Welcome to today's full body class. I want you to bring 2 sets of weights with you. You can bring 3 if you would like to. 2 is all you're going to need for a great workout and yourself and a space to work out. So we're going to start at the back of our mats for a warm-up. Bring yourself to the back of the mat. We're just going to start breathing here, moving with our body. Take an inhale to reach your arms up. And exhale to take the hands down, opening through the chest. Bring it out a couple more times. Just preparing our body and preparing our minds for what is ahead. Last one, you take an exhale, start to bend the knees, bring the body forward. We're going to take the hands down towards the mat. And then start to walk your hands out into a tabletop position. Joints are stacked here, start to move through the spine. Arching and extending through the spine. So as you arch, pull the shoulders back. And round them forward. Doing this a couple more times. Starting to loosen up into the center of the body. Move the shoulders and the chest and the hips around. From here, I want you to walk the hands slightly forward and then come high on the toes. Bring yourself into a plank. You could also just be down on your knees if your wrists aren't ready for this yet. Pull your belly back towards your spine. And then we're going to slowly lower the body using the arm strength all the way down towards the mat. Cactus into your arms. And then press down into the forearms. Squeeze the glutes to lift the chest. Bring yourself back down, making sure that the glutes and the hamstrings are engaged as you lift so we can protect our lower backs. Starting to work into the back body specifically. We'll do this 2 more times. And we have an option to lift the legs with the chest. If your body's not feeling ready for that, then stay with this motion. If you are, start to lift the forearms and the legs up off the mat. Fiercely squeezing those glutes, pointing through the toes. And we'll do this 3 more times. Just getting the hamstrings, glutes, and back muscles warmed up. The last 2. Doesn't matter how high you lift. Height is not what matters. What matters is you're just warming up the back body. When you come down, hands come beneath the shoulders, toes tuck again, pressing yourself up to a modified plank, lifting those knees up if you are ready, keeping the hips in line with the shoulders, not pegging those hips up high, just taking a breath here, starting to light the core up a little bit. And then we're going to take those hips nice and high for a downward dog. Bring your right leg forward, step it between your hands into a long lunge. Right fingertips reach up towards the sky, and comes back down, step it back. Left leg comes forward, twist through the torso as you reach, and then down dog. Press the weight into that right foot, so don't have any weight in the hands here when we're in our lunge. Then we press the weight into the hands to come back into your downward dog. You have 3 more on either side. You can start to drop the hips down a little bit lower. When you step forward, warming up into the hips, warming up into the spine, warming up into the shoulders. And then you just have 1 more on either side after this. When you come back to that downward dog, I want you to press your chest back towards your thighs, really open up through the chest. And this is your last one. Last step back to down dog. We bring it forward to a plank. Option to come down to the forearms or the knees. And you can hold there. Or you can follow me, start to walk your knees in towards your chest. And breathe while you're here. Look between your hands so you're not hanging that head or looking up. You only have 2 more on either side. Keep those hips nice and low. Last one. Spread those feet nice and wide. Bend the knees. Walk the hands back. Come down into a low squat. Take your arms parallel to the mat. Pull those knees up nice and wide. We're going to start to work into the legs. Shoulders stay down. You're here. Just holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. come into the center of the mat. Legs are nice and wide. Arms are open. Big circle with those arms. And then we're going to come into a side lunge, twisting through your body. So I want you to, when you bend the knee, take the hips towards the back of the mat. And aiming to touch the opposite hand down to the mat. That's okay if you don't reach all the way down towards the mat. 2 more on the other side. And this is it. We are close. Last one. You got it. Twist over. Come forward. Run those heels in. Sink down again into that squat. Knees are nice and bent here. Don't let those knees cave in. Pull them back. And the hips are more towards the back of the mat. So you're really working into all the muscles of the leg. You have the inner thighs going here. You have the quads going. You have the glutes going. Got a little bit of hamstrings here. Opening through the chest. Let's just start to make some circles with those shoulders. Great work. Let's move in the opposite direction. Just 3 more. Getting the whole body warmed up. 2 more to your last one. Great work. Come on up to standing. We're going to grab onto our weights for a squat. So whatever you want to use for your legs for squats today. We have a sumo squat. Setup is going to be heels wider than the hips, toes on the 45. Show you from the side, weights come in front of the body. And here we're going to hinge the chest forward and then come all the way up. So the chest drops forward and we press the feet down to lift. Keep a long spine and crown. Palms are facing each other. You could do this with no weights if you would like to. Or just one weight in front of the body. That's another option too. Let's keep those knees wide, hips back. You have 2 more. This is it. This is your last one. Lower down, press up. Grab onto your weights now that you would like to use for shoulders. This is going to be a longer lever movement, so it's definitely going to need something lighter than the head for legs. Palms are facing the body. Get a stable stance. Shoulders back and down. Start caving forward. Lift those arms up. Slowly lower down. And keep the tension at the body. You don't want you coming all the way and touching the body. So keep them a little bit out wide so you still have tension at the bottom. You have a micro bend in your elbows. You are halfway through. The weights are not going out into the shape of a T, but slightly forward of the shoulder. You have 3 more. Make sure you're not just dropping the weights back down, you're controlling the way down. And this is your last one. Bring them up shoulder height, lower them down. We have a second set of our sumos. I'm going to show you from the front this time. Heels are wide, toes are 45, weights are in front. We sink down, press the feet down to lift the body up. All the work is in the lower body here. We are halfway through our second set. It should be getting really difficult right about now. Maybe you can't do these last couple reps. That's okay. Or maybe you're swearing at me, that's okay too. But I want it to be really hard. Okay? If it's too easy, next time you're gonna get a heavier set of weights for any of our exercises. Here we are, second set. Out wide, keep the tension. Don't lock the elbow joints out. And we're not bringing the palms higher than the shoulders. Body is still and stable. We're not swinging it forward and back. And we actively press the shoulders down as you lift up. Just a few more. You have to keep the core nice and tight in all of our exercises. We are close. This is it, your last one. legs for a side lunge. We're adding onto whatever weights that you want to use for a side lunge today. We're going to spread the feet even wider than we did in our sumo. Quite a bit wider than hip width. We're going to go to the right side only. So bend the knee, take the hip to the back of the mat. The chest will hinge forward. The weights come to either side of that right shin. Keep a long crown here. I don't want you looking all the way down at your foot. And make sure the knee doesn't travel super far forward over your front toes. As opposed to your back toes. Your toes, okay, 3 more. Press that foot down every time you come up. This is your last one. Want those hips going really far back. Alright, we're going to get into a row. This time, we're going to have the same stance, nice wide feet. Put a bend into your knees. Hinge your body really far forward. If you want to use one weight for this, you can alternate with one weight. I'm going to show you 2 different variations. So I'll show you this one first. Drop the arm to the side. I want you to pull that weight up. Bring it all the way down to the mat. Other side. So I want that elbow coming nice and high. Knees are bent. You have a flat back. And number 4. You don't have to bring it all the way down to the mat if you don't want to. You can shim right here. Just like this. Look down here, long crown, long spine. Stay with me right to the end. You bring the weight to the hip, not the rib cage. I think we maybe lost count. I'm going to do 2 more on the other side. This is it. This is your last one. Other side. Great work. Bring it down. Stand all the way up. Second set because we're doing 2 sets of 10 today. So if I just did 11 or 9 there, whatever that was, I want you to do 10, okay? Okay, take those feet up nice and wide. Stand up tall to start. We're staying on the right side for our side lunge. Moving left side. Press the weight evenly into the outer and inner edge of the right foot. Few more. You're close. Right leg should be shaking and burning. Right there. Alright, I'm going to show you another variation for that. Wide leg bent over row. Same stance with those wide feet. Knees bent. Don't walk those knees up. Knees bent. Hinge forward, flat back. This is another variation. I think do those 2 at a time. I want to do 1 at a time like this. This is number 3. So again, we're not pulling up to the rib cage. We're pulling back to the hip. We are halfway through. Keep control. I don't want you coming upright. Slight little tuck of that chin. Close, right to the end, right to the end. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath anywhere. Last one. Squeeze up. Squeeze up. Bring your body upright. Left side lunging. Alright, let's go. So same thing here. Feet nice and wide. Press the foot to bring the body up. Halfway. Keep going right to the end. Two more under there. Final 2. This is it, last one. Awesome job. All right, When you grab your weights that you can use for a bicep curl, something lighter than leg squeeze, but I'm only doing 2 sets today, so I'm just going to take these. Palms are facing away from the body. The body is upright. Just the elbows are bending and extending. Palms are facing up, wrists are nice and strong. Now keep tension at the top of your curl. And lower down. Don't come all the way up here. Keep those elbows tucked nice and tight. Just a couple more. And this is it. This is your last one. Stay with me, last one. Great work. Okay, we're on our second set. We're getting close here. We're not taking any breaks though, so we're gonna get right into it. I know your heart's really pumping now. You're probably sweating, that's great. And we are already halfway through. Now don't drop the chest all the way down towards to the thigh. It's just a slight hinge of that upper body. 3 more. Get low with that left leg. Last one. Beautiful work. Back to your bicep curl. Palms are facing out. And we're here. Core is tight. See how I'm just standing up nice and tall. Bending and extending the elbows, like a little bending the knees. Slight little tuck of that tail halfway through. Should be really hard to pull those weights up. We only have 3 more. Maybe you don't even get the last rep. This is it. This is your last and final rep. Don't drop the weights. Control the way down. Okay, we're going to get into a sumo deadlift. So back to legs. We're using, in case you can't see looking today, a wide stance for a lot of exercises. So again, we're going to have a nice wide stance with the knees slightly bent. I'll just show you from the side because it's important that you have a flat back. You're not rounding the back and the shoulders forward. So get those feet wider than hip width, put a little tiny bend in your knees, tighten up in your tummy, and then take this seat back as you drop the chest. Extra little bend in the knees, then come out to standing. I don't walk my knees out at the top, but I do give an extra bend to the knees when I lower down. So you're gonna feel this in the inner thighs. You're gonna feel this in the glutes and hamstrings. Three more of these. Same thing, all of our hinges. Press the feet down to come up. You don't have to come down so low if you don't want to. You can dilute this, especially if you're feeling it in the lower back. I want you to dilute the exercise. All right, triceps. Grab onto some weights for triceps. Get those elbows nice and high behind the body. Feet are about hip width apart, or about hip width apart. Yes, we're going to hinge the body forward, shoulders back, elbows high. Press those weights up, bring them in. Squeeze the triceps, come in. Hold that tummy nice and tight. Keep the elbows high, don't drop the elbows all the way down. 4 more. Slight tuck of the chin. One little pause at the top. Little pause, this is your last one. A little pause, bring it in. We are back to our sumo deadlift. Then we're going to finish this class off on the mat. Alright, so one more standing set. Set up through your foundation first, very important. Feet, yes, legs, check. Tail, shoulders, spine. We're ready to go. Hinging at the hips, remembering you don't have to come down as far as I'm coming down. You can just come down there. Squeeze those inner thighs. Squeeze right underneath the bum to lift yourself up. Press the feet down. We are halfway through. Everything should be shaking. I I will never stop saying that because it's very important. If you're gonna make gains here, you're gonna get stronger and build some muscle, that you're really challenging yourself. Last two, keep the shoulders back as you hinge. Don't let them cave forward. You'll one more. Great work. We have one final standing exercise. It's our tricep kickbacks before we get down onto the mat. We're going to get right into it. You know what to do. Keep the elbows high, keep the back flat, keep that chin slightly tucked. And a little pause every time you come back there. Get your weight higher than your hips. Two more and you're down on the mat. This is it. Last one. Let it shake, let it burn. Bring it in. Come down to the mat. We are going to set ourselves up for a chest fly. So these weights are going to be lighter than you would have used you would be using for a chest press, because the lever is going to be longer. Lay down on your back, bend your knees, place your feet onto the floor. You're going to slight arch into that lower back. You're going to open those arms up nice and wide, but you're going to keep a bend in your elbows. You're not locking the elbow all the way out. Keep a bend in the elbows. Weights come down, more beside the rib cage, not out wide into a T. Palms are facing up, and we press. We open up wide. Squeeze the chest a lot. Feel it lengthen. Alright, now we're halfway through. Just because I'm working in the chest and laying down doesn't mean that I don't have my core really engaged. I'm still sucking that belly button back. Getting that whole core engaged. Open those weights up wide. You have one more. Great work. You can keep these weights if you want to, or not use any weights if you don't want to. If you don't want to, sit up. We're gonna lean back. I'll show you with feet on the floor to start. Lower back is forward as you twist. Shoulders are back. We are not sitting up and rounding. We are leaning back. Tap your weights down to the mat if you can. Belly back to that spine. Just a few more. Lean back a little bit further. This is your last one. Lean back as far as you can. Bring it through the center. Take those weights down. We have one more core exercise. Lay down on your back. Legs are straight up. Hands can come down to the mat. And you lower the legs and lift them up. Maybe a little bit low on my mat there. So you decide how low the legs go. You can bring them down to 45 and then bring them back up. You can also bring them down really low, just like that. We are halfway through. Don't let that lower back peel up at all. If it is, don't drop the legs so low. Another option is to drop one leg at a time. If two legs doesn't work for you, you have one more after this. Last one. Bring it up. Bend your knees, feet on the floor. We are back to our chest fly. Weights are in your hands. You place an arch into that lower back as much as feels comfortable for you. And we go right away. This is our final set of exercises. And then we are done. We are halfway through this chest fly. Weights, focus on bringing them away from the body. You have 4 more. Open up wider. Last couple reps. Should be really difficult to get that last rep in. Finish it off by opening up and hovering. Then place the weights into your hands before you sit up. This will be your second variation of your Russian twist. If you would like something a little bit more difficult, you can take the shins parallel to the mat. Weights come in front of the body. So you're balancing on the tailbone. But wherever you are, bring that low back forward. You don't want you arching in that lower back. You're doing so good. We are right at the end. You are halfway through. Squeeze into those obliques. Just a few more. Final two. Stay with me, last one. Either side, bring it through the center. We don't need these weights anymore. Lay down onto your back, take those legs up, root through the back of the head. You know your options here. Start to lift and lower. You want to make it even more challenging. Take your hands off the mat in any way. You bring them overhead. You can sit your upper body up. Lots of variations here to make it more difficult, and you know how to modify. This is final four. Belly stays back to mat. Press the low back down to come up. This is your last one. Great work today. We're going to bring ourselves to a seated position. With lots of wide stance things today, working into those inner thighs. So I want you to sit up, bring the soles of the feet to touch, open those knees wide, and then you can stay like this. That might be enough for you, or start to hinge the body forward. So I want you stretching into those inner thighs. And just start to watch the body slow down. At this point in your session, it's really important that you stay for the last few minutes, letting your body come back to a steady state, having lots of gratitude for your body and lots of gratitude for yourself for coming here, showing up, and sticking with it the whole time. Alright, we're going to stretch a little bit more here too, into the legs. We'll just stretch into the hamstrings a little bit. Pulling the body forward, legs out long. The knees might want to have a little bend here, that's okay, as long as you can feel a nice stretch along the back side of the legs. And just taking one more breath here. And these stretches at the end are really quick anyways. You could stay for longer stretching on your mat if you want to, of course. And I'm just going to do a quick little back and shoulder stretch here. So just cross the left arm or the right over your body while you're here. Just avoid locking with your elbow, pushing your elbow in. So just grabbing onto the forearm or the tricep, whichever feels good. On one side. And then onto the other side. Don't let that shoulder come up high. Press it down away from the ear. Then we'll have a quick back body stretch. And we are all done. So while you're sitting here, cross-legged, take those hands down. Bring the hands in front of you, round into the spine. You're going to cross that left arm over the right, so you're stretching all the way up the left side of the back. It doesn't matter how far forward you are, again. And then other side. Cross that right arm all the way over the left. Stretching through the right side of the body. And creep those fingertips a little bit further forward. And press firmly down into the mat. And then bring yourself up to a seated position. Thank you so much for coming and working out to this full body class with me today.